Ah, this one has been looking for you. Raz's investigations have brought him to Relenthiel. When this one noticed your Sijic friend slip into town, Raz figured you'd be along soon. So, what did you discover on Arteum, the island that isn't here anymore? Ugh, that made Raz's head hurt. Yes, this one has been exploring the Daedric connection as well. But Raz hates Daedra. In Raz's experience, very little good comes from dealing with Daedra, or their... That is disturbingly vague. Why must cryptic cultists be so... cryptic? Well, Raz saw Valserin head toward Canonry Farmeldo's house.
Drat! You there. You're new to Relenthiel, aren't you? You certainly look like an outsider. I regret the necessity, but I must beg your aid. Worse, an acting troupe. The House of Reveries may be famous across Somerset, but my brother is one of the most gifted academics of our generation. For him to waste his talents performing... I fear he's already signed up, and that's why I require you as an ally. I'll need you to infiltrate the acting troupe. Laredale, my brother, knows my face, but he does not know yours. You must find him for me so I can talk him out of this. Auriel himself would smile on your kindness. Now, we haven't a moment to waste. The House of Reveries is hosting auditions this very moment. You must present yourself to... Well, they don't take just anyone. Only the most talented performers even get an audition, but don't worry. I've already devised a solution. I've enchanted a set of knives that will allow you to juggle. Oh, it's quite simple, really. Toss one in the air and relax your mind. Your hands will do the rest. I've used them a number of times and never cut myself, and I'm about as coordinated as a drunken mud crab. I'm certain you'll impress a sponsor. Laredale and I have studied magic all of our lives, and have found few who match our skills. I knew it only a matter of time before a great opportunity came along. Yes, a rather rare and momentous occasion. You're currently looking at the new assistant to the Sapiarch of Artifice. Not a position to be taken like... I have no idea. He just left a letter saying not to look for him. I suspect it's just nerves. I can't imagine leaving my brother behind to rot here in Relent. At first I tried to search for him myself, But Laredale is an even more powerful mage than I. He was able to obstruct any spell I cast to find him. I was able to track him here using more mundane. Honestly, I couldn't tell you what is going through his head right now. What, and let this madness continue? No, from what I understand, it starts with impressing a sponsor. It determines if you'll be accepted into the troupe or not. Not that you truly need to worry about that, as long as you acquire alchemy as your sponsor. In this case, alchemy is a myrrh, not a practice. She's a member of the troupe and sponsor to the current potentials. They all have silly names like that. Banter, serenade, clever. Just another complication in our ever-eventful search.
Go inside and we'll discuss this later. And take off that ridiculous hood.
Ridiculous? I'll show you what's ridiculous. I'll show you all!
You think as Canon Reeve I'd be immune to the troublesome temper of a spoiled and rebellious child. But what distinguished visitors I have today. A wandering sage, a well-dressed Khajiit, and you. What brings such a group to Relenthiel? Investigating? For who? Well, there have been 3 reports this week of someone disappearing. And my intractable son Nadoril and his malcontent friends have been cavorting around the large sinkhole that recently appeared. What are you implying? They're just young and proud of their heritage. I wouldn't draw such a harsh conclusion without substantial evidence. It's unusual for newcomers to encroach upon Altmer affairs, especially since we rarely saw any prior to the Queen's decree. If you want to investigate, I won't try to...
Raz wants to ask the Canon Reeve a few more questions. Take the Sijik and go investigate this sinkhole.
The Canon Reeve's son certainly seems agitated about something. I wonder where he ran off to in such a state. Well, I suppose we should go and take a look at this. That's a rather dangerous and unsavory location for a gathering of young Altmer. The Canon Reeve referred to them as I'd rather not speculate. We'll see for ourselves soon enough. I just hope the Canon Reeve's son has... I had a daughter. She fell ill. Even the best minds of the Conclave couldn't cure her malady. She's no longer with us. Enough of that. Let's go see what the sinkhole has to show us.
Dawnbreaker, open the way! Oh, come on! Stupid Daedric interference! I'll be back!
The Canon Reeve's son. I'll meet you in the sinkhole.
Can one of those horrible creatures tore off my hood?
That young woman was certainly in a hurry. And what was that about... Yes, well, let's be on our guard then. I don't think this sinkhole is completely natural. Its size concerns me. If the ground continues to fall away, it certainly feels dangerous. And if it does figure into the Court of Bedlam's plans, well, I can't think of a more... The walls and ceiling, they don't look stable. I'll try to reinforce the weak spots and catch up with you. More of those Yagra creatures. Be careful.
Is someone there? Help! Please help! Crazy bastard stabbed me! Gods, this hurts! It was just kind of fun, joining the Court of Bedlam, espousing the virtues of our Ultima heritage. But Nadoral, he took things too far. When we heard that they planned to release those creatures, I made the mistake of saying they were insane. Nadoral...
The Court of Bedlam will eradicate the lesser races. Maybe even deal with our unworthy queen.
Over here. Keep quiet and tell me if you see what I see. You see that, right? My eyes aren't playing tricks on me. That's a sea slode. They haven't been seen in Somerset since... well, it's a vile and dangerous species. Very powerful. The sea slode come from the distant underwater kingdom of Ulvorkus. Who's that hooded figure with the slode? And look, more of those abyssal pearls. The slode are a godless people. Perhaps the most hated in Tamriel. And the sea slode are even worse. They employ depraved magic and have long coveted Somerset. They believe it once belonged to them. They pillage, release plagues. The hooded figure could be a member of this so-called Court of Bedlam. At this point, nothing would surprise me. They could certainly have a connection to the Sea Slode's submerged kingdom, but they appear to have been placed down here. Look how the Yagra are drawn to them.
Master! Intruders in the cave!
Heed me, my creatures! Destroy the intruders!
That young idiot! We need to get over there.
Witness the power of Katora, the Abyssal Cabal!
This way. We're almost there. Destroy the pearls! We can't let those creatures reach the surface! The sea slode and the hooded figure are gone. I'll try to determine where they disappeared to. This way! Up here! Damn! No sign of where the sea slode disappeared to. Damn it! I wasn't fast enough for the time being. The sea slode left us something to remember it by. We need to dispatch that creature. There! I think we can get out over there.
Hurry, this way. Somehow Raz knew he'd find you.
Sea slodes. This is worse than the Right Master imagined. Meet me in Artaeum after you talk to the Queen's Eye.
Did the pretty Sijik say sea slode? No. Raz must have heard wrong. That could not have been what she said. Slode? That's bad. And sea slode? That sounds even worse. If the sea slode threatens Somerset, Queen Irene must be informed. We need to act. Wait. What did you say about the Cannon Reeve's son? Daedra worshippers. In Somerset. And slode. Oh, Raz likes this situation less and less. As for Ned...
You can do this, Ashala. You can. Oh, my stomach.
Well, I think that's quite enough. Next. Well done. Come, talk. No more auditions for today.
Oh, curses!
Of all the rotten luck.
My, you certainly do have a talent for juggling. One might almost say your hands work like magic. Tell me, why do you wish to join the House of Reveries? A wonderful answer, but it's not very creative, is it? I'd work on that. You'll want something more dramatic if you wish to impress the Grand Maestro. Still, I'd be happy to sponsor you for house membership, if you complete my challenge, of course. When we join the troupe, we abandon our old selves and take an identity reflected in our masks. What unique item suits you, I wonder? A griffin feather? Yes, that would be lovely. Go collect a feather and meet me in front of the Manor of Masks. Oh, not much, I'm afraid. I have many names, but my true name is spoken only in the dead of night, and only in the softest whispers. I am the daughter of a dragon and a rather robust Telvanni. I spit fire and turn into a wife. Only me, of course. I'm teasing you. I was actually born whole from the earth when a lonely sapiart cast a spell to create a wife. He was attractive, I'll give him that, but boring, so I left him with a mud pie and ran off to join the theater. Oh, you're no fun. I'm actually a simple farmer's daughter who learned to mimic voices when I was but a babe. A life of plows and... Why, I put you through your paces. You may join us, if you wish. Have you happened to meet an artist in Somerset? We always wear a mask. Did I? Well, let's see. Have you taken a lover recently? What was their name? Oh, are you... It's a question, isn't it? A personal question like yours, a question one stranger should never ask another in polite company. I have sponsored... returned intact. How wonderful. I was worried the griffin might have been a bit too much, but I see you're not one to be easily deterred. Good. How exciting! That's a story worth repeating, I'd say. Dress it up a bit, add a talking frog or two, and you've got yourself a classic tale of... Now's the time to don your mask and play the game of both. You'll find the other potential.
I heard your audition was a success. Of course, I knew my daggers would impress. Now, you need to mingle with the other potentials and figure out which one. As twins, we share a striking resemblance, but all hopefuls wear a mask. Still, I have a suggestion. We were attacked by a griffin when we were little. None come to mind. Say, why don't you take my journal? I've kept numerous notes on my interactions with Laredell, leading...
No mask? Really? Or is that just amazingly lifelike? No matter. To each his own. You're here to play the game of both. Alchemy didn't explain it. Well, I'm happy to share. First, we must perform as a team. Well, let's start simple, shall we? I'll do what I do, and you'll do what you do. Join me and we'll... That was impressive. You've got quite the talent for juggling. Never could I do that myself. Tried it once and nearly sliced off a finger. Now to the questions. I'll start. Tell me, my deft-fingered friend, where did you grow up? Hide and seek in Cold Harbor, eh? That sounds terrifying. But I love the idea of Moloch Ball having a nephew. Maybe he's not so bad. Just, oh yes, all 6 of them. I grew up with a pack of wolves, you see. Lost my parents to a griffin attack when I was 2. But Mama took me in and taught me to hunt and fetch sticks. We still get together. Hold on. That's 2 questions, isn't it? You only get 1. But here's a truth to match my boast. The House of Reveries is amazing, performing every day. Oh, you know how family is. If your ancestors weren't fire breathers, why would you want to be? Well, I wish you the best in...
Well, hello there. Good to see another hopeful join us. I always get a bit drunk before a performance. Helps loosen up the muscles. You know, swallowing a sword isn't as easy as it looks. There's always the danger it might cut you. A good brew helps my performance and helps me relax. I don't need a juggler. I need an announcer. Someone to sell my act. One thing about swallowing a sword, you can't just stand at that podium like we're up on stage. You've got a great voice. I almost worry you might have oversold me. Now to the game. Maybe it's the alcohol talking, but you're a fine-looking one, aren't you? Got someone special waiting at home? Tell me, I'm curious. Oh, Meridia, she's always been my favorite, let me tell you. Make sure... Do I? What? Well, that's just rude, isn't it? What, I'm not enough of a mer for you? I'll have you know I'm more than enough for. Very much so. Same to you.
Where is your mask, hopeful? If you wish to join the House of Reveries, you must first respect it. You have come to play the game of boasts, no doubt. Very well. Even the most captivating of dances cannot entice an audience without the rhythm. Take this drum. 3 rhythm sections lie before you. Fast, medium, and slow. I will move. Let's begin! And we transition. No, that won't do. Let us begin again. Observe my movements and match my speed. Let's begin! And we transition. And again. Keep time. Our performance aligns. Impressive. Your rhythm could use refinement, but I salute your determination. May the best performer join the House of Reveries and become a great name. And now to my question. Who trained you? Dragon priests! I will admit, that's a good story. You've a honeyed tongue and a claim to... Aye, 2 siblings, though only one is a sister. Joan and Jode are my twins, and on the nights when the... You think so? I've been practicing my acting skills as well, you know. One never... I'd rather not speak of it. The stage is where I belong, and where I finally am. My...
Lady Estrie was our true queen. Damn you for killing her.
I know who you seek, Hopeful, but you will not find Fair Renide here. She has departed for the moment, which means we can speak freely of your quest. I'm well aware of what she believes. I wonder, though, if either of you have ever considered what Laredale wants. Do you truly wish to force Laredale onto a path he does not wish to walk? Do you believe that best serves the Sapiarchs? Well, then I'm confused. If you believe this, why help her track down her brother? Laredale has made his wishes clear, why not respect them? I know. Only if he wishes to speak to her. Right now he does not. Yet I'll admit to a moment of professional curiosity. You have played the game of boasts with the other hopefuls. Which of them do you believe is Laredale? Is he Firebird in disguise? I see. Is it clever, then? Do not be Feathermoth, then? Think carefully of all you... Interesting. You know, of course, I cannot divulge the name of any member of the House of Reveries, hopeful or no. To reveal their identity is grounds. Then tell her this truth, as it was told to me. Laredale has always envied her talent with magic. That envy is why he left, and why he wishes never to see her again. Thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me, the Grand Maester...
Hello. Sorry for wandering away. I've been so worried about finding my brother, I thought I'd take a moment. Oh, drat. I was hoping she wouldn't discover you. She's a mage, you know. We recognize our own, and magic comes off her in waves powerful enough that even a blind novice would notice. But that's ridiculous! Laredale and I, we've always been together. The only time we were apart were the 3 minutes between when I was born and he was. No. That's ludicrous. Absolutely not. Can you imagine one of the top mages of our generation doing parlor tricks for wine-gobbling nobles? It would be a crime against Somerset. No, we must bring him to his senses. Tell me, what name has he taken here? Thank you, I suppose. It's now clear Laredale has lost his way. He has truly lost himself in this fantasy of becoming a thespian. No matter. We shall solve this at the final audition. Once I reveal Laredale with magic, he'll have to leave. This is bigger than desires, and joining the Sapiarchs isn't just my dream. It was once Laredale's too. We both longed to study magic with the best in Somerset, and he's just... forgotten. Yes. Once his identity is revealed to all, the House of Reveries cannot allow him to...
I seem to recall asking you not to come. I'm sorry, but I can't allow you to take the stage. I'll publicly withdraw my sponsorship if I have to. However, is everything with Renaid all right? Did you come here to tell me something? She what? Why, that stubborn, unrelenting... Oh, no. We can't cancel, and I can't allow my hopefuls to be unmasked. It would ruin them. Please, take the stage. I know some magic. I can use it to redirect Renaid's spell to unmask you.
May the audition begin. Mage! You dare unmask our hopefuls? Simply unforgivable. You are henceforth banished from Relenthir. Return and your freedom shall be forfeit.
You! How could you? You betrayed me.
Leave our sacred stage at once, before I have you wrapped in chains!
I don't really understand, but did you just save us from being unmasked?
Lorcan's bits. Did that drab-looking mage
Did that mage really plan to unmask?
Has she left? Has Renaid departed for Lilandro? Did I do the right thing? Was it right to lie to her about who I was? What if she never forgives me? I suppose there's no denying that now. Though I'd ask you, please, don't share it with the others. When I joined the House of Reveries over a year ago, I gave up being Laredel. I am alchemy, but my sister, well, she had other plans for me. We're twins. We've always been together. But while she loves studying and solitude, I hate it. I love crowds and people and noise. To join the stuffy sapiarchs, there's no greater punishment. Yet Renaid craves it. How could I take her dream away? She needs us together. If I refuse to join the sapiarchs and tell her I want to stay here, she'll give up her dream. She'll sacrifice her happiness for mine and be miserable. I can't do that to her. I'm lost. What should I do? Should I tell her? Will she? I'm terrified she won't, but you're right. Allowing her to think I envy her magic, that I don't want to be with her, that's far worse.
come to gloat over my misfortune? Or does alchemy simply want to make sure I leave town? No matter. Neither of you need worry about me any longer. My brother wants nothing to do. Why now, after everything? Fine. I'll listen, if only to give her a piece of my mind for keeping my brother from me. If Laredale is truly set upon joining, I don't understand any of this. But I do know you involved yourself in a matter that you had no need to. And I suppose you were trying to help.
Renaid, wait. We must speak.
If you wish to speak on Laredale's behalf, speak. I have no time for games.
I must apologize, Renaid. I wasn't honest with you. Laredale never envied your ability with magic. He feared you wouldn't join the Sapiarchs if he insisted on remaining here.
How can I believe a word you say? If Laredale truly believed that, he would speak to me himself.
I am speaking with you, Rinny.
Laredale? But how?
I've been a member for over a year now, and I should never have lied to you. I feared... Well, what I feared doesn't matter anymore. I'm going to tell you the truth, all of it.
You had best do so at once, little brother. Little sister? If this is truly what you wanted, why not just tell me? All I want is for you to be happy.
Then perhaps we can both be happy now, even if we must be apart.
But first, let us sit by the sea. I feel like there's much for us to talk about.
I must talk with my sister, but feel free to visit me in the Manor of Masks. I'd love to have a chat any time.
Queen? How dare you accuse my son of treason? The Queen's eye. How dare he not identify himself when he first arrived? And how dare he accuse my foolish son of something as serious as treason? The Queen shall hear of this, mark my words. Sea slowed? Plus all this nonsense about Altma's superiority, and now murder? I am the Canon Reeve of Relenthil. I took an oath to serve and protect my community. How in the Queen's name am I supposed to reconcile my son's actions? Oh, Nadoril, what have you done? Please, you must talk to the Queen's eye. He needs to show mercy. I'm sure we can find a way to resolve this without...
I have a lot to answer for? The court of Bedlam is going to turn me into a god!
Foolishness can be ignored. Murder and treason, not so much.
You and your queen have no authority over a true Altma, you mangy cat.
This one cannot allow your crimes to stand unanswered.
Nadoril! No! No! I understand. Relenthil is loyal to the Queen.
Sometimes the eye sees treason and must cut it out before it spreads. This blasphemy, treason, murder. How many crimes must one commit to attract the attention of the executioner's blade? Treason and the Queen's justice are serious business. Raz has been forced into this role on rare occasions, but he never seeks it out or looks for it. No. Raz will see to the Canon Reeve and send word to the Queen before looking deeper into the Court of Bedlam. You should return to Arteum and let the Sijiks know what we learned. I tell you, Five Claw, this whole situation makes Raz want to hiss.
Ah, friend of Valsurin. I've been informed that you encountered a sea slode in a sinkhole beneath Relenthiel. That bodes ill for Somerset, perhaps all of Nirn. I fear there are difficult days ahead. I'm familiar with that particular sea slode and its renegades. Call themselves the Abyssal Cabal. I thought I defeated them long ago, but it appears I was in error. What about the pearls? Valsurin mentioned you encountered more in the sinkhole. Val described those seaborne monstrosities. I have a vague recollection of Keturah utilizing such creatures in the past, but for some reason, the memories refuse to snap into focus. I suppose that's another mystery I'll need to look into. The Daedric princes require minions to carry out their will, and the Slode have always had an interest in the green and pleasant island. It isn't hard to see why they might work together. For now, you have my thanks for assisting Val. I asked the Conclave of the 11 Forces to ponder how we can learn more from the Abyssal Pearl. With the additional information you provided, I expect that the augury ritual revealed the connection to the Court of Bedlam and pointed to trouble in Relenthiel. Now we need to determine... Meet me in the main gallery. We can consult with the rest of the Conclave and use the scrying pool to continue our probe of the Pearl. As much as this situation concerns me, I must admit, I somewhat enjoy being in the middle of the action again.
Right, Master. The Abyssal Pearl. It's gone.
Gone? How? I set the protections personally.
How could the Abyssal Pearl disappear like that? It makes no... A few hours ago, we left it in the scrying pool in the main gallery while the members of the Conclave of the 11 Forces went to deal with other matters of importance. When I returned, I immediately... Yes, that's standard procedure when dealing with an unknown relic. But that just makes the Pearl's disappearance more troubling. Something about this feels wrong. The Conclave serves as the Order's ruling body. It takes its name from the 11 forces of nature that we revere and follow as part of the old ways. The Conclave assists the Right Master with matters of study, policy, and significant research.
See what the scrying pool reveals. There's something happening on the beach.
It's the Yagra. They're invading Artaeum.
The Pearl. Somehow it was used to summon the Yagra. We need to defend the beach.
Wait, is that a sword?
That would be mine. I'm on my way to help. Eventually.
The Golden Knight and his sword can wait. The Yagra are our primary concern. The scrying pool revealed that Yagra have invaded our island. They must have somehow used... The Sea Slode have always been envious of Artaeum and its secrets. From the beach, they can reach the ruins of the College of Sigix, where we store relics and other items of arcane significance. If the Sea Slode acquire any of those artifacts, that's a mystery we can solve after we deal with the immediate problem. We need to get down to the beach, destroy the...
Follow the Right Master. I'll portal myself and meet you there.
My word, the vision ship.
And so we meet again on Artaeum, my home. I knew you would find your way here eventually. Yours is a will not easily constrained. Helping the Order in the only way I still can, with tutoring and research. I will never recover the power I lost when my shadow died on that island. But mercifully, I've retained my wits and memories. To my great surprise, I'm an excellent teacher. All have tried, from the Rite Master on down to the initiates I train. None have succeeded. It is not a matter of unlocking power hidden from view. The power is simply gone. One cannot unlock something that no longer exists. Do not mourn its passing, my friend. In truth, arcane power is the least of the Sigic's gifts. The true might of the Order is found in wisdom, prudence, and right action. I can pass that on to the next generation of mages, no matter what. Then my sacrifice on Dranilkir was vital and worthwhile. Had you not defeated Bonifred and my shadow, you may never have reached the Clockwork City. Tell me, fascinating. If Nocturnal's shadow magic can confound even the great Sotha Seal, I bear no shame for falling victim to it on Dranilkir. Even a veteran member of our order cannot stand alone against a Daedric prince. Thank you for telling me this. I have not, nor do I intend to go. The power required to travel there and back is beyond me now, and honestly, I find the hubris of it more than a little unsettling. The tales of your adventures are enough for me, my friend. Artaeum is enough.
Let me accompany you.
You need to rally the others. Your friend and I should be able to handle this. We can reach the beach through this section of the old college. Hurry, this way. Most troubling, most troubling. Oh, was it today that you would arrive? Well, certainly seems like it. Welcome, welcome. Well, yes, I would dare say you wouldn't. Not yet, anyway. You see, this happens to be the vault of Moawita. Exactly so. And you'll be the one to help us collect them again. Hopefully before anyone comes to harm. Why, you'll find the Sigic Codex on that table over there whenever you're ready. The Codex will help your search immensely. It's bound to every... The Sigic Order doesn't interfere with much outside of Artaeum, I'm afraid. And the relics have already found their way. I believe they're called Dead Drops, a location where one may place an item for another to pick up without... Ah, sorry about that. Location magic isn't always what one would call precise. I can tell you that all these well, they're certainly dangerous. It's much worse than it sounds. Exactly. You'll just need to find the Now that you're all set for the journey, feel free to ask me any... Oh, most certainly. The Relic Master of the City... Generally, they're items too powerful for the Order to allow... Why, all sorts of things. I can't even begin to list the effects of... Ah, you're able to get right to the heart of the matter, aren't you? The most aggravating part is, well, I'm afraid not. Whenever we try to envision the occurrence, or even who the thief is,
all we see are shadows. Those who employ such dark magic, well, they don't tend to maintain control for very long. Power always has it.
Before we charge into certain danger, you need to know something isn't right. I remember defeating Keturah, but somehow the creature and its cabal have returned. And the pearl, I have a vague memory of moving it myself. I am unsettled. That's just it. The vague memory. It feels as though it belongs to someone else. Forgive me. We can worry about that later. Now, very good. After the pearl is destroyed, we need to search the vaults and make sure none of the creatures breach the defenses. I tried... There's the pearl. Destroy it and close that portal. This way! Hurry! These ancient vaults house relics of great power and unusual nature. I sense... Yes, Keturah is here. The Sea Slode, or one of its agents. I have a strange feeling, so be on your guard. I can think of a number of likely candidates, including a few relics we believe originated in the ancient Sea Slode kingdom of Ulverkus. Let's get to the center. Mephalah's Daedra! They sealed the chamber. We'll need to go through them.
I seal this place, mortal flame!
The barrier of webs. Burn it away so we can enter the rotunda. Another Daedric intrusion?
My apologies. Daedric interference and Artaeum's own defenses delayed my arrival. Mephalah's webs? Ah, I hate those things! Allow me. Damn it! You found me again! I'll return when I can!
A champion of Meridia? At least he was helpful. I killed you. I remember our battle as clear as day.
You remember exactly what I want you to remember. And thanks to the orbs of Brock and Drell, your deepest memories will be mine. Back one! This does not concern the likes of you.
Out here, quickly. We need to hurry if we're going to help the Right Master. It's a good thing I followed you after I alerted the rest of the Conclave. I think I can counteract Keturah's mind magic, but I'll need your help. Keturah is using the power of the orbs of Barakandrel to enhance his mind magic and lock the Right Master in a mental grip. From what I can discern, the Sea Slode, an ancient implement. 3 matched orbs that our Relic Master believes originated in the Sea of Pearls. We long suspected they were connected to the Sea Slode. Keturah thinks the power of the relic will keep us from interfering. But I have an idea. Take this ward key. It will disable the protections on the repositories, so you can locate the Ulvor staff and bring it to me. I can use...
Cease your struggles! Your memories belong to Katora now. I am as patient and enduring as the sea, worm. Now reveal the hiding place. Your mind is my mind, Aegitus. Reveal your memories to me. You can't resist forever. The heart of transparent law will be mine.
We're running out of time. Whatever the Sea Sloat searches for in the Right Master's mind, I believe... Excellent. And it appears to be in perfect condition. With the staff. Not we. You. I need to remain here to anchor you to the physical world. And you're going into Katora's mind. We'll use the connection between them. Katora's mindscape is the perfect place to hurt the Sea Sloat. It's where he's most vulnerable. In a place where thoughts become real. Touch the Ulvar staff and enter the mindscape.
You dare enter my domain, worm?
Vanquish the Guardians to reveal each protected memory. You'll weaken Katora and learn something at the same time.
A bargain is a bargain. The island for the heart of transparent law.
Yes, yes, just as we agreed. But only a portion of the crystal. We don't want to alert the Sapiarchs too soon.
Tell your fellow princes all will be well. The Right Master is no match for my mind magic.
So Nocturnal has assured me. Don't disappoint us, Keturah.
I lured you here for one purpose, worm.
Your abyssal cabal may defeat me, but you'll never stand against the entire Sigigor.
Once again you fail to grasp the obvious. When the time is right, you will do exactly as I command. Until then, forget.
The Right Master's waking up. You need to press on. You shall be eradicated.
Repeat my words, worm. Tell me what you must do.
I will enter the Crystal Tower. I will take the heart of transparent law.
Yes. Yes. Hide it away until I call for you to give it to me. Not even the princes must know where it is.
Hide the heart.
My memory shields! You destroyed them! Feel the crushing weight of your own insignificance!
Keturah's mind. It's shutting down. I'm taking the Right Master back to his study. You need to get out of there. Use the staff to exit the mindscape. Then talk to Sothasil.
A sea slode. Interesting. I haven't dissected such a specimen in an exceedingly long unit of temporal measurement. Valseren took the Right Master to Kapora Tower to administer to his wounds. Luckily for you, I arrived in time to help Valseren open a path out of the Slode's dying mind. What did you learn before the mindscape collapsed? Yes, I surmised as much. The triad of Daedric princes has become bold in its attempts to influence Nirn, though influence seems to be the least of their goals. The Slode, however, was unable to harvest whatever memory it sought from the Right Master. That revelation disturbs me. I feared the Crystal Tower was too tempting a target for the Daedric triad. I need to ponder the full implications of their plot. Meanwhile, I suggest you go to Kapora Tower and see how the Right Master is faring. You have given me much to consider before I can determine the path ahead of us.
Come, imbibe. Put your cares aside.
Sigic domino pigs are quite intelligent. I've known some who could even count to 10, and they all recognize their name given enough time.
As you wish, Right Master. I shall travel to Lillandril immediately.
And I'll send word to the Eye of the Queen.
I owe you a debt of gratitude, friend of Valserin. What the two of you did to help me, that was a step beyond. Kotora tricked me in the past, made me remember a victory I never won. Then he planted a compulsion, forced me to steal the heart of transparent law from the Crystal Tower stands as a mystical protection for Somerset. Transparent law, a crystal at the top of the tower, serves as its source of power. With the heart removed from the crystal, the protection provided by... Yes, a smaller gem that had been embedded in the larger crystal. If the Daedric princes acquire the heart, they could take control of the Crystal Tower. Valserin and Oriandra will warn Somerset, while I try to remember where I hid the heart. You helped me remember my true encounter with Kotora and his Abyssal Cabal. I remember how they defeated me 300 years ago, compelled me to do their bidding, made me forget. For now, I need solitude to seek the memories that still elude me. Perhaps the Sigic sages can help me remember where I hid the heart of transparent law. At least you stopped Kotora before the Sea Slode gained that knowledge. In the meantime, the Sapiarchs are Somerset's foremost scholars. They are the keepers of the Crystal Tower and the custodians of the College of Sapiarchs. Among their many responsibilities, they have trained every... I sent Valcerin to Lalandril, where the College of Sapiarchs is located, to scout the area and see if the Court of Bedlam has made any moves against them. My actions have weakened the Crystal Tower and endangered Somerset. I hate to think what else that foul creature forced me to do with its powerful mind magic. Forgive my musings. I'll send word to Eleanor so that the Proxy Queen knows to expect you. While we have never been formally introduced, the Proxy Queen is quite familiar with the reputation of the Psijic Order and its Rite Master. She will adhere to the ancient dictates and provide the assist. No, I doubt Katora's magic could reach to Artaeum once I removed it from the world. I think that's why I hid the island, a sort of preservation instinct. If not for the Abyssal Pearl, Katora would never. I sent Valcerin to Lalandril to scout the area around the College of Sapiarchs, Queen Iren's regent while she's away. Proxy Queen Alwyn Arwe oversees the governance of Somerset from the royal palace in Alinor. I've never met her, but all reports indicate she's fair. If the Sapiarchs are the sages of some, the Sapiarchs serve as the curate. The Crystal Tower is a manifestation of the kind that make me wary of allowing either the Sea Slode or the Daedric princes to possess its power. Legends say that the Crystal Tower exists in every planar realm at the same.
Enough, Silery. These mysterious deaths are our business to solve, not yours.
Little busy at the moment. You know, now's not the time to be wandering around, what with the gruesome killings and clueless investigators. Could wind up dead, or answering questions until you wish you were. From what I gather, soldiers at Katon Keep have been disappearing in the night, only to have their desiccated bodies show up days later. The garrison's completely spooked. We don't exactly see eye to eye when it comes to hunting baddies, so now they're going to spend weeks questioning soldiers and measuring footprints, while more people get turned to jerky. Actually, maybe you could help me with that? I really thought I was going to have to do a lot more convincing. Helping strangers break into keep's a hobby of yours. Odd hobby. What I really need is a distraction. If you can keep Linderfoy at the gate, busy for a minute, I can handle the rest. I have a document saying I'm an inspector sent by the Proxy Queen to investigate. But since Linderfoy and everyone else in there knows that's not true, I can't use it. You, though. Show it to Lynn, act all high society, and doesn't matter. It'll buy me time to sneak past either way. If you do get inside, all the better. We can partner up. I'm sure you'll do fine. All right, Royal Inspector. Off you go. Just talk like you've never interacted with an actual person at any point in your life. We'll put a stop to these killings, and maybe not even get arrested. The Divine Prosecution are great at stopping crime and rooting out sedition. But stuff like this, it's a hobby. Well, more of a lifelong calling that leaves me little time for hobbies, but I'm doing what I love, and in my own way, and I'm really good at it. The Divine Prosecution cordoned off the area, and like I said, they're not big fans. They keep the peace in Somerset, mostly by making sure no one steps out of line. When something's amiss, they investigate and kick the problem in the teeth. Only slightly, and the Order has bigger concerns at the moment. Once it's clear you're not a suspect, I'm
This keep has been ordered sealed by the Divine Prosecution, pending the complete... That's interesting, because investigating these killings is obviously the jurisdiction of the Divine Prosecution, so let me see those. It looks official. I don't know who you are, but this investigation... Of course you can't. Fine, go inside. I won't stand in your way, but stay out of mine.
Well?
You must have clenched pretty hard to sell those forged papers to the likes of Lynn. Relax, before you sprain something. Now all we have to do is find and kill a murderous Daedra that's evaded capture for weeks. Easy, right? Most killers don't suck out all your organs and leave a corpse with the consistency of stale bread. Mortal ones, anyway. And neither do vamp. Well, when you expose the stem of an attuned Wilderking rod to air that someone breathed in the presence of a Daedra, it glows orange. Also, my latest Squabblood scribing said, I'm getting to that. Don't rush me. Just stand back and don't radiate any palpable evil, all right? This is a little trick I picked up in Coral. Stendar, shine your righteous light on those that would flee your justice. Show me where evil lurks, and I will deliver retribution. 2 lights. There's not supposed to be... All right, whatever. I'll follow this one. Follow that light and see where it leads you. Then meet me inside the refectory. Go, go!
Ah, the accomplice. Well, 2 arrests in 1 day. This is going to reflect well on my next report. Oh, did you? Well, let me see it then. The Insatiable, is it? Who writes this rubbish? Grisly rubbish at that. I was never informed of any architectural eccentricities. Something the garrison will answer for. So that spell might have some merit. Silery claims it was leading her to a Daedra hiding in the cellar. Are you willing to stake your freedom on that? To be clear, when all is said and done with this, I'm arresting you anyway. But I'll indulge this line of inquiry. If you're right, I'm sure. Release her.
But, sir...
Now.
This is a mistake.
We're all done being idiots? Good. Let's find this Daedra.
This is going to end badly.
Now, children, this might be fun. I've not hunted a Daedra in decades.
This light will reveal the Daedra. Be ready.
More outsider magic. Reckless Silery.
Have a little faith, High. It's tracking something.
A dead end. How embarrassing.
No! After her! Fan out! That thing can't have gone far.
Fan out? Why? I thought you didn't believe me. Check down the hall. I'll see what I can find up ahead.
Wait your turn, morsel. You'll meet the Insatiable soon enough.
Well, I think we might be on the right. Our Daedra summoner, no doubt. No one I recognize. Begs questions, but that can wait. Give chase and find Lindefway. Through those doors. Down where we keep the wine. This place, it's Katan, but different. I'm probably not making much sense.
Oh god, it's going to eat me! Hi, Akil! Anyone, help me!
It's trying to slip away into the real world. I'll hold it as long as I can. Chew on that for a while, gut sucker.
Silery, you saved me.
Don't look so surprised. Come on, let's get out of here.
You live? This won't do. This won't do.
The summoner, she's getting away. Lynn, can you hold this portal open?
Why? Where are you going?
Find that mage and kick her ass. I'm going back for High.
You'll be trapped. Why does she never listen? I can't hold it. Damn it! for such a stupid, reckless... Damn it, Sidery! I can't let her lord this over me. She must be hiding in these ruins. Wait, I know where we are! These ruins are right under the nose of Katan Keep. So, the mage got into Katan Keep through here somehow. Was that her reason for coming here? We still don't know our suspect. A conspiracy? Now that's something I can grasp. The tone of this letter suggests our perpetrator can't afford to simply go into hide. I just felt a ripple of magicka, like the opening of those portals, but much... No sign of Duranial, but this is definitely the epicenter of the magic I felt. There's still power clinging to this Aldma altar. It must be the bridge she is using to... Theoretically, from what little I know about opening portals to Daedric realms, there's typically an object here, in Tamriel, that... Not as it is. If this is a bridge, then Duranial... In my experience, most cultists tend to just ape whatever spells and rituals someone else developed. That letter you showed me mentioned books from her benefactor. That was dramatic. That's it! It reeks of that monster's realm. I'll hold it open. Go. Ugh, it feels like worms wriggling through my soul.
You? Again?
I can do this.
I'll feed your corpse to the insatiable.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
This way, quickly. I can't hold this open for long.
Well, I've had my fill of this place. Let's excuse ourselves before any more dinner guests arrive.
I might fast for a month after this. Thanks for stopping that Daedra-loving loony from sucking out my soul. You took a big risk, sticking your neck out for us. But what are recent acquaintances for, right? We'll be fine. It's not the first time someone has tried to drain and devour my soul. Happens more often than you'd think, actually. Hazards of the job. As for... She was raving about her work not being done, and how she was going to use our desiccated husks to restore the insatiable. I sort of tuned it out at a certain point, but got the impression she wasn't doing all this for her... Though, what now? Nope, forget I asked. Save it for High. He's way more interested in all this intrigue nonsense. I'll stick to gut. Looks like someone got bitten by the hunting bug on this little adventure. Savor your victory, killer. Caton Keep is safe again thanks to you. Judging by these results, I should rope random strangers into my work more often. Kidding, kidding. Now that the immediate danger's passed, I will want to get back to combing through the details of what transpired here. It'll be really boring, like, really boring. But since you got us back on speaking terms, I'll help Lynn and Hai investigate. Hey, don't go rubbing my nose in it. It wasn't easy fighting off Daedra with Hai slumped over my shoulder. You'd think he'd make a better shield with that hard head of his. You'll want to talk to Hai about that, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. The divine prosecution doesn't welcome well, Lynn and I grew up around here. We always had a knack for sticking our noses where they didn't belong, so the divine prosecution was a natural fit. For her, anyway. Too rigid for me, so I left. He's our mentor. Was my mentor. Loves his work, and he's a good person, but he clings too tightly to protocol. He took the brunt of the abuse from our superiors. No, Hai and Lynn were always more than colleagues to me.
You broke more than a dozen statutes with your antics today. Regulations state that I should place you under arrest. But I'm thinking we haven't been following much procedure today. I should have, shouldn't I? She was once among the best members of the divine prosecution. She believed the prosecution would be better served by employing methods devised outside of Somerset. Won't let me off that easy, eh? Right. I didn't believe her because I didn't want to believe she was right. She was right. We are stubborn. Closed. For now. Lindefway bridged us here for our safety. I imagine Tyranniel did something similar to enter Caton Keep undetected. Dreadfully, its purpose wasn't to open the portal, though its power does pose some concerns. It would be hearsay to destroy an Aldmer artifact.
I'm not good at apologies, but I'm sorry for doubting you and Silery. Maybe, just maybe, we were wrong to reject her choice. She was always trying to convince our superiors that there was value to the methods other cultures used against crime and heresy. She'd be in a cell if, after a spat with the Chief Justiciar about a case we were working, she threw down her oath and stormed out. She never even said goodbye. I know. I would have lost them both today if not for you. It's a hard... Gods, no. This has been a civilized place. Immigrants are flooding to Somerset, and even the most well-intent court of Bedlam. I'd wager their leader must have studied drama at the House of Reveries. You should bring this to higher... So I did. Silery was never one for idle study, and she's always had a forceful personality, so she used to... Aldmer ruins are never short on tough mysteries to crack. Our theories were dreadful, but we could lose it.
Yeah!